All right, so we're going to look at an example where we're taking the same principal, interest rate, and time, but we're going to be calculating the interest a little bit differently each time based off of the things that we've talked about so far. So our first one here is simple interest, but then we're going to look at the different compounding interests that we can have. Now, what's super interesting for all of these, our principal is always going to be 5,000. Our interest rate is always 3.5%, so 0.035. And our time is always 8 years. And I apologize for the sloppy handwriting. So simple interest, if we remember that, is I equals P R T. And so when I plug in my information into my simple interest formula, 5,000 times my interest rate times my time. And again, I apologize for the sloppy handwriting. Not sure why my pen's not working today. So 5,000 times my interest rate times my time. And keep in mind, this is super important to remember. Simple interest only gives us the interest earned. It does not give us the ending balance, which is what this is asking for. It gives us our interest earned. So in order to get our ending balance, we need to add the principal, $5,000 that we started with, plus the interest that we earned, and that total, $6,400, that is going to be the ending balance for this simple interest. So that's the super important thing to remember for simple interest. Compounded annually. So compounded annually is once a year. So for this one, we are going to have an end value of 1. And compounded annually, that compound interest, and because it's once a year, it's just the straight compound interest formula. That is P parentheses 1 plus R over N. And then in the exponent, N times T. And so when I plug all this in, I have 5,000. 1 plus, I apologize, this handwriting is not working for me today. 5,000 parentheses 1 plus 0.035 over 1 for our n. And then in the exponent, 1n is 1 times 8 years. And so when I type that in, and my compound interest formula is nice enough that it actually gives me ending balance. 1 plus. And so I get an ending balance of 6,584. And this is going to round to 5 cents. And so that's going to be my ending balance there. Now, what changes for compounded semi-annually? That is going to change my end value to 2. Semi-annually is twice a year. I'm still using that same compound interest formula as I was before. So with this one, when I plug this in, 5,000 parentheses 1 plus, I have my same interest rate, but this time my n is 2. So that's what's changing here. And then in my exponent, 2 times 8. And so my ending balance for this one is 6,599.65. This one does round up to 65. And I'm going to go through the rest of these in a second video.